Welcome everyone, and
Hello.
change the back screen. Oh my God! Sorry for being such an unprofessional day, people. How's that one? That one will do. There you go. Love hearts in the sky, no rainbows. Raining today?
You just wait, Brooke. You're gonna get heaps and heaps of love readings tonight.
What's that? Love readings. We don't do
I
love.
mean,
This is not a love reading show. What makes you think that we do love readings? Absolutely not.
I love how
Thank God.
the audio is like.
Love reading. That's it. Anyone who gets a love reading from me tonight, the next partner's coming in for lessons. That's it. Because you should have learned the first time. My God, that's it. Stay single.
Oh,
How are you today, Lorene?
Hey, I'm really good. I've had a really great day of just getting lots of little jobs sorted out and organizing the space and, with me and Matt and just making things a little bit more organized. And, it's just been a really good day for getting those sorts of things done. And yesterday we did a lovely big walk up at Belair National Park. Oh, it was amazing. We got to go see some waterfalls and
Awesome.
just see the little
was
flowers going boop, 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 everywhere.
It's lovely up there. I bet it costs more to get in there than it did the Royal Show, though.
What, 0?
It's just free to get in the park.
Yeah.
Since when? Oh, you got like a pass, have you?
No, the Blair National Park. It's a national park. You can just go wherever.
Yeah.
Go for walks.
Just say, hey, man, I pay my taxes. Let me through, man. Let me through.
Oh, dear.
Well, I had I went to the Royal Show with some friends, and I found there was a chili sauce stand. And I'm like, oh, chili sauce, what do you got? And I tried their 2 hottest, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, no.
It just wasn't hot enough. I mean, I wanted to knock my socks off. I mean, they're like $12 for a little bottle.
Yeah.
I don't mind paying the $12, but I want it to, the wow factor. And it was just
absolutely.
And it was just like, yeah. They had a Carolina Reaper one and a Carolina Reaper with ghost chilies in it. And I was like, yeah, it's nice, but I'd still drink that. That bottle would last like 3 days in my house with me and my brother. We'd just be like, all the singers. Doesn't matter how hot it is. Who have we got here tonight? G'day, Mila. G'day, Carly. G'day, Kathleen.
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Maggie.
There's a lot of Milas here today. Only one Amanda. Only one Carly and only one Maggie. My God. Mila must be a popular name. And Steph, how can I miss Steffi? G'day, Judy. How you going, gorgeous? Lorene.
Yeah, you didn't put my name up, so she doesn't know how to spell Lorene.
Yeah. She's not one of those people that gets offended when you get a name wrong. Not at all. That's it. I don't know. Yeah. But don't you like sometimes when you get, I work with a lot, when I was in the transport industry, a lot of people from overseas work there. And then you got some guy that speaks broken English, but because he's got one of those complicated names, he's like changed his name to Harry or Fred. It's just, just call me Fred, mate. Just call me Fred, man. And well, what's your real name? He said, you don't want to know, man. There's just no point. Let's not even go there. You just mutilate it, which I don't blame. I think Cindy, she's got one of those names too. She's got a traditional Italian name, and it's easy just to say Cindy.
Yeah, that was like when I was at university. I was like, Lorene is just going to be too hard for drunk people to remember. So I had picked up a nickname while I was playing soccer, and it was
Laurie?
JJ. No, JJ. So I just said, look, my name's Lorene, but you can call me JJ. And by the time I hit my I'll tell you that story another day. So by the time I hit my second year of uni, everybody thought my name was actually JJ. And when the teachers started reading out like results and stuff and said Lorene, because the teachers knew. And the people were like, who's Lorene? And I'm like, well, that's me. And they're like, no, it's not. Your name's JJ. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Love it.
So yes, I had like a year and a half of being called JJ, and everybody just thought my name was JJ. It was awesome. So
that is awesome.
Yeah. So whenever I do like takeaway orders or anything like that, where I've got to go up to the counter and say my name, I'll just say JJ. Just say JJ. Or if I'm with someone who's got an easier name, like Matt, just say Matt.
Well, I was down. I got dragged down to the Royal Adelaide show. A bit thinner than it used to be. It didn't just seem like there was much there. You know what I mean? You know how it used to be just like pavilion after pavilion, everything was chocked in and you had all this weird stuff. It just seemed too spread out, like they spread it out too much. Mind you, they probably charge like thousands upon thousands of dollars for people to have a stall.
Yeah.
And they want it all up front. And
I mean, we know from Mind Body Psychic how much those stalls cost. You know, it's like for a 3x3 stall, it's quite expensive at the Mind Body Psychic.
Yeah, basically 70% of your takings just go to the stall.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and I think I was just charging $50 for like a 20-minute reading.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's hard, but
like the exposure's great though.
Yeah. So I was down that we had the Royal Adelaide show today, and people, believe it or not, I did get you some snippets. If I can find it.
Woohoo!
Here's a snippets at me at the Royal Adelaide show. Do you want to see the one that crashed?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. There was nothing crashed, man. Most of them were Ford drivers. They're just skilled people behind a steering wheel. So
yeah.
That's just I didn't take. They had lawnmower racing too. That was fun.
Oh, that would have been so funny.
They would have. But they were hooting it. They were booking it pretty good. They were going pretty hard. They were like racing full track too. Not as quick as those cars aren't set up for dirt. Because if they were set properly up for dirt, they'd be going a lot quicker. They're just road cars. So people, what?
Oh, it's all right. I'll save that story for a minute.
So people, we will be doing. I'll be starting with a group reading, and Lorene will be helping with the group reading, and then we will go to donated readings. Then who we're drawn to. So if you want a guaranteed reading, extended reading by either Lorene or myself, please donate. PayPal link is in the show notes. And if you're lucky, some people pay it forward. You might be lucky to magically get one if the stars align and the moon's in the right spot and the reading gods shine on you. You might be lucky enough to get one. And we'll do run out readings near the end of the show. The only time I don't do run out readings, this is a 2-hour show. The only time I don't do run out readings at the end of the show is if we've got too many donated readings. We run out of time. Because believe it or not, Lorene and myself and Cindy that works on it, we do have lives. Pretty damn awesome ones. Because we make them that way. Louise, straight pull out of the gate. We just got here, man. You're asking for reading already. What sort of show do you think this is, Louise?
Hi, Louise.
What sort of show do you think this is? A card reading show? Oh my God.
What was the food like? There was something that Amanda was talking about. What was the food like at the show? in the pavilion and stuff.
I had a cheese toastie that Bianca bought me. That was the cheese was okay, the cheese toastie, but because it was near the end of the day on the last day, they had the big blocks of cheese singles. They were selling for $5 each. So I got one of those. I got one of those from a brother. And they had gluten-free flavored donuts. It was like $18 for 6. So it's probably still cheaper than Krispy Kreme. It's just ridiculous Krispy Kreme.
I don't eat Krispy Kreme anyway.
I like the old school chocolate donut if you're going to get one. Not that I eat much of that, but
yeah, last day discounts are always awesome.
Yep.
For sure.
Okay. Group reading for everyone. People say take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Just leave in the corner. Leave in the corner. Don't pay it much attention. If it gives you the dirty look, just go give it the eye back. Should be right. Okay, group reading for everyone. People. I've got here, look, a lot of cards. I've got 3 cards here saying too much focus on the 3D, not enough manifesting happening. But the first card I've got is the Stargazer, and the Stargazer's inverted, and he's saying set your sights higher. People, this is like it's just telling me that people are too much in survival mode, too much in reaction mode, too much in the survival mode. They're like, oh look, as long as I'm I get the bills paid, she'll be right. People, we're made for more. We're made for more than that. Okay, we've all got a fire on the belly. There's a fire in our soul that screams out, and when we get into situations where we're not happy or we got that yearning that we were made for greater things, what that is because we haven't set our sights high enough, and we're not living for our purpose. We're not living for what ignites our soul at the moment, because that's inferno. It's just saying, people, we've got to think bigger. We've got to think bigger, and until the fat lady sings, the show's not over. Okay, so there's no excuse if you're 82 or you're 2.5. 2.5. It's like, give me a few years to settle in on this planet. But the middle card, I've got the shape. See, underneath that, I've got the shape shift, and this is inverted too, because this is waiting for you to set your sights higher and start to step into your power and just get out of that survival mode. The next card I've got is a shapeshifter. That's inverted too. Transform and unveil your gifts. This is when we step into alignment with the universe. This is about when we step into what ignites our soul. Okay, when we start stepping into that, that's when things start to open up. And we can run from it all we want. We can make the choice not to engage it. We can make the choice to engage it. The choice is all ours. But when you come into alignment with the universe and you follow that voice in your soul, you set your sights higher and you go, okay, let's go for broke. That's where the magic happens. That's where things start to unfold. That's where the happiness comes from. If we're not happy, that's because we're not seeking what makes us happy. We're not seeking what our soul wants us to do. And we've got to seek it out. But at the moment, because the bottom card I've got on the main stack is the Sears card. CP on your current situation. So this is people just it's how we just looked at when we can't see past our current situation. We're looking at what's in front of us, and all we do is see the blocks. We see the limitations around us, and we go, well, I can't do that yet because of this. I can't do that because of that. And that's all garbage. It's just stuff to go around. Any limitation, any situation, when we get into the big picture of things, when we, like you're going through something at the moment, like in 10 years, you're probably not even going to, you're barely even going to remember it. And at the moment, when we're focused on it, we're just like, this has got me down. This is not cool. This is a drag. And we've got it. But in 10 years' time, you're going to be like, what? Can't even remember what that was about. But we give it focus. We build these things bigger. We're going to start seeing the big picture of things, people, so we can move forward. Because when we don't focus on the big picture, all we see is the short-term roadblocks. You don't want that. Don't want that. And the main action card, it's inverted. This is a hard one. This is the Knight. This is not be brave and honest, and this is talking about internal. People, stop telling ourselves porkies. We're so good at it. When we start going, oh, I can't because of this, oh, I can't because of that, oh, I don't want because of that. When we start having to justify things, that's the ego, that's the I am telling us all porky pies, trying to keep us in a comfort zone. Okay. And we don't want it running our lives. Because when we stop letting it run our lives, this card turns around magically and goes, game on. Game on. And then when we're brave and honest, we look at what we're doing and go, oh, dear God, I've got to do something about that. Which happens. And second to last card I've got for everyone is the Shaolin Master. This is inverted. This is people who are still in reaction mode. When we're in reaction mode, that's because we're on autopilot. When we're on autopilot, things offend us. So how do you say that about me? I can't believe, people have all these constructs and it's their constructs. And when we get offended, why? Why do we get offended? We shouldn't be getting offended. Someone doesn't like you. Yeah, you're not my favorite person either. Whatever. Okay, we move on. So when we focus on all that stuff, when we're running on autopilot and we're worried about what everyone thinks, that's just, man, if you want to live like that, live like that. It's not much I can do about it. But it's not a good thing. So it's all about becoming a focused and getting out of reaction mode and understanding who we are and why we're doing things. Understand the patterns, see through the patterns, and continue to grow so you can be happy like me and Lorene here. And the last card I've got for everyone is surrender to inner peace. Cultivate your inner peace on a daily basis in a quiet, meditative moments and focus on stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel this good vibe too, and your life will begin to flow more easily. I hope that's helped you people.
That's a beautiful reading, Brooke. Thank you. And to add to what Brooke has already said, my initial cards were coming out very similar, actually. It's funny how that happens. We are reading for the same group, after all. So the first card I've got is the overcoming difficulties one, but it's when that card pops up, it's basically saying you're actually over the worst of the worst. It might still feel like you're in a bit of the middle of it at the moment, but you're actually over the worst part and just keep focusing forward. The next card that we've got is the peace card. So that's about remembering to tap into the fact that unconditional love, that love is the only thing that's actually real. All your worries, your woes, your stresses, everything like that is actually not real. It's a construct of your mind. And that love is unconditional love, especially, is the only thing that's actually real. And that's what you receive, the peacefulness that you'll receive from Mother Earth, from Father Sky, from the universe, from, whoever you call as your, higher being, all of that sort of stuff. That's the unconditional love, and that's the only thing that's actually real. The next one we've got is breathe, okay? Because when we're stressed quite often and we're worrying, our breath is really high in our chest. And what it's doing is setting off a whole bunch of stress hormones in our brain. So when those two things keep talking to each other in that way, you're not allowing your body or your brain to relax, okay? So breathe deeply right down to the bottom of your belly and do that regularly. If you're at the traffic lights or whatever and you start focusing on your breath, you might find that you're actually not belly breathing, that you're chest breathing. So breathe deep down into your chest and make that a concerted focus over the next little bit. Exactly, Brooke. Thank you. Thank you for demonstrating belly breathing.
Yeah, so you breathe into your belly so you look like you've got a little ET belly fit.
The trick is if you're breathing and your shoulders are going up and down, you're chest breathing. Okay, so I'll show you the difference. So we got a big breath in and out. So you'll see my boobs go up, but my shoulders did not. All right. So it's like, but if I do chest breathing, if I do like upper breathing, it's like, So if your shoulders are going up and down, that means you're up high breathing and you're sending those stress hormones. But if you're actually breathing in your belly, you're allowing those stress hormones to settle and you're bringing up the feel-good hormones. Yay, we like the feel-good hormones. The next card that I've got is the King Protea card, which is about education. So what is it that you are requiring to learn right now? What area of expertise, tools, all that sort of thing? There'll be a lot of moments over the next little bit, the next week or so, that will be encouraging you to learn something new. And that is something that is really important at this time. We're working with full moon energy. We've got, retrogrades and all sorts of things happening again. But also just remembering that we can use all of those energies to our greatest benefit. Okay, so which means education. Our brains are very open right now, so use that. The next card we've got is the Sacred Lotus, which is detachment. So it's a little bit of a clear up. Detach from the things that aren't serving you. So obviously there's a lot of things happening in the world right now, a lot of energy up around things that have happened in England, and different areas of the world are having their different reactions to that. And as energetically aware beings, we will all be very aware of those energies. So the detachment card comes up when it's like, just focus on what is actually important for you and let everybody else have their own journey, okay? Because the last card that I've got for you is from the Mary Magdalene set, which is the Rhythm of the Heart, which is Awaken Your Dream, okay? So let me just show you that one. This is pretty fucking cool. So this is about focusing on what is important to you. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What sings to your heart? The rhythm of the drum is very, very good for tapping into your inner self, your inner knowing, your inner healing, your inner guidance. So like, I'm very fortunate. I have a sound healer for a partner who has a medicine drum, which funnily enough looks a hell of a lot like that. And when he plays the heartbeat on there, it is so soothing and awakening that it's just like, oh, and then you find that these really awesome ideas start flowing through the body. So just have a look at that. Start writing down those goals, those dreams, get into it, people, and allow, and maybe start listening to some music that will help open up those elements for you. Okay. And nice to hear Christian's in the house.
Who?
Your brother.
What did you do? Did you hear? What did you make a noise at the back? Yeah. I'm so used to it that I just tuned it out.
Hopefully that helps, lovely. Hi, Lynn.
Okay, people. So we'll start with some donated readings.
Woo! How did we get so lucky?
And we'll start it with people. If you pick the right number, there's a number that's Healing with Steffi has donated. And if you get the right number, you get the reading. So it is a number between, well, technically 51 and 73.
Oh, I love it.
So people, if you could guess the number, like Judy, it's not that needy, but if you can guess it, you're in with a reading. Thank you, Alison. Hey, Wendy, Louise, Judy. Don't be spamming. Don't be spamming.
Allison. It's not 62. You can say 62 as many times as you like. It's still not going to be 62.
I don't know.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, you people are all so close yet so far away.
I know, right? Oh, you'll be very proud of me. I mixed up some dirt today, and
Nice.
like with cow poop and potting mix and dirt and squished ants, but we won't talk about that. And so I've planted up some snow peas and sugar snap peas. And then I also added some spring onions, some chives.
Yep.
What else did I put in there? Some parsley, some Italian parsley, because I use that. So I'm looking forward to just allowing things to grow. So I'm like, all right, I can do some more of this sort of stuff. That's all right. And snow peas and sugar snap peas are just so yummy. Yep. Like, I'm just really happy to grow them. They're real easy to grow too.
What sort of condition?
Still not had it yet.
No, they haven't got it yet. So keep trying, people. So what condition was the poop in?
It was about a year old.
Oh, that's not so bad then. That's all right. Yeah. Oh, they had the under 18s, the wood chopping teams, the two national teams. Lynn Collins has got it. Hey, Lynn. They had the wood chopping, and they had the junior teams under 18s. They had Australia and what was that? I've never heard of that. New Zealand.
Yeah, they're pretty good at wood chopping over there.
Yeah.
It's a strong sport.
They lost by about 10 seconds, I think, New Zealand in the heat. But they had a relay.
Terrible.
They had the whole lot of them there in a relay, so they would do like a single cut. Then they had one guy chopping, another guy chopping, and like that. It was But there was a lot of mullets. There's a lot of mullets.
Yeah.
in both teams. I mean, such haircut has such power. Can you imagine me with it? I'd look like a nutter with a mullet. I'd look like some weirdo because there'd be a gap between. I've got so there'd be like a gap. I could just get a tattoo of hair. Maybe that. Oh yeah. That was cool. That was way cool. Yeah, because I was there with Chantel and Bianca.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was cool. So it was pretty much Bianca dragged me and Chantel down. Me and Chantel fucking bloody roll show, but it was good. It was good.
I could have gone last weekend. I had a friend who had tickets, but I was busy. I had such a chock-a-block all weekend. I was just
I was busy.
I
got to sit on the lounge. I got to think about getting motivated to do the dishes, and then I cook tea sometime in the next 10 hours.
On the Saturday when I could have gone, I was in Harndorf, then Flaxley, and then home, and that all took and then I had something happening at home as well, so I had to hurry up and get home, and I was just like, oh my god, there was just so much happening. And then Sunday I was down all the way at Yankalilla, and I had to be there by 11, and then I didn't leave there until 5:30.
Yep.
So all day.
It is. So, Lynn, who would you like to read for you?
Oh yeah, back to that.
What sort of reading show do you think this is?
We're just chilling.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Just supping on our cuppers and.
Yep. So, what lovely people. So,
Lynn,
you can count. We can talk crap, and you can count that as your reading if you want. I mean, Steffi's healing paid for more, but Steffi's used to me talking crap, so I don't think he's going to worry that much.
It's cool talking. Yeah, we are. We got the right audience, Brooke.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
They're happy to listen to our ramblings.
That's it. Pick a number between 62 and 64 people. Let's get the reading.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
3 from each. There we go. Awesome. I love how she likes to mess with it that way. It's awesome.
You just want the okay. We don't usually do this, Lynn, but like those other tacky reading shows. I mean, the ones that I do. But we'll do it for you because it's you. Okay.
Oh, we've got our first one. Woohoo!
First one, what?
They're about to go bye-bye.
Oh, send me a friend request. Ali Bayer. I don't think you have many friends, do you?
No, quite clearly. That's not a reflection on you, Mila, at all. Oh dear. I'm sure Cindy's onto that one.
Lynn. Okay, look, the cards I got here seem to lean towards that there's something at the moment. There's something at the moment that you're like, there's something that you want to happen, and you're having trouble visualizing the outcome, or you're playing it over too much inside your head, and but the problem is there's something that you've been pushed aside that it's been sweeping under the table, and you decide, hey, look, I don't feel like dealing with this at the moment. This is bringing you out of balance. This is taking up too much. You're going into worry mode. You're going into your head on this issue, and the message is you really got to get out. You really got to take action on this. Okay, there seems to be a lot of inaction, and even the voice in your head, the voice in your heart, the voice in your head's been saying to you, saying, Lynn, what about that? What about this? What about that? You need to do something about this. And you're like, yeah, I'll do it after. And it seems to be getting pushed. The can seems to be getting kicked further and further and further down the road. Okay. But at the moment, I got the traveler card for you saying you need to go a new way about it. Okay, the way you've been procrastinating is not working. And as soon as you can get out of that procrastination mode, you can start feeling good about yourself. You're going to get that sense of achievement, or that sense of that weight coming off your shoulders when you step forward to deal with this. Okay, because this is an old pattern. This is an old pattern, and it's okay. We procrastinate in areas. I'm great at procrastinating. It's called coffee, and I distract myself with my garden, which is easy. There's always something to be done in the garden. But at the moment, you're getting, you're going like, come on, yeah, you yourself's telling you. You're telling yourself this information too, and you're ignoring it. We're not ignoring it. We're like, yes, I know that self, but I'm going to put the kettle on now. Okay, so just give me 5 minutes, self. We do that all the time. I do it all the time. Okay, so it's just time to break this procrastination cycle with this issue and take authority. Take authority. Accountability for oneself. We need to. Well, the only reason I'm saying it sounds harsh words, but the Lord card came up inverted, and it's take charge with authority. So it's just yourself talking. It's just the singularity that I'm picking up on in yourself, going, "Hey, Lynn, come on, Come on, Lynn. That's all that's happening, I assume. And your last card I've got for you is Surrender to Success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into exciting new world of possibilities. That's it. Move forward, Lynn. Move forward. Don't think of the old ways. Think we're free to create whatever we want from now. We're free to do that from now. There you go. You're free to create whatever you want, people. All of you. Absolutely. And that's all from me.
Excellent. All right, Elin. So we've got the Azure card, which is around, it's to do with protection, but this is, of course, a lead on from what Brooke was saying. So this is protecting yourself from those old, outdated points of views and belief systems and roadblocks that you put up for yourself. It's something that is like really asking you to let it go. It's not helping you. So whatever it is that you're still holding on to that is stopping you, that is making you procrastinate, so that it is really time to have a look at what is it in your life? What points of views, what belief systems, what thoughts are you having that is sitting underneath, I think I'll just go get a coffee. But I've just had a coffee. It's all right. I'll just go have another coffee. I'll sit there on my phone on Facebook or playing games or doing something that is not helping you to actually achieve what you set out to do for your day. Maybe it's time to start writing a to-do list again and start checking that off. Hold yourself accountable. Whatever it is, there's something, but within that, there's some healing aspect that is asking to come through and be healed. What are those trigger points that is making you pull back and procrastinate? Okay. The next one we've got is Ruby, which is about rejuvenating the body. So what are you really energetically clogged up? Do you get a lot of energy healing work done? Because it could be something as simple as going and getting a session with someone. Maybe you require some Reiki or getting your access bars run or some kind of other healing type thing that is just basically a clearing out of the system. That will help to rejuvenate your body, and you'll probably find you'll be more. I think you said that you do Reiki, right? So, but perhaps you could do a swap with someone so that you can get yourself cleaned out, because we can do our own healing, but it's so much more powerful when somebody else does it for us and we just get to lie back and relax and receive. That's so much more powerful than just sitting there and doing it for ourselves. Okay. Yes, exactly. That's why, because you're all energetically clogged up, my love. The next one is to strengthen your faith, which is the Lilac card. Okay, you got this. Whatever it is that is you're stopping yourself from doing, you got this. Have some more faith in yourself. Truly honor who you be by having that trust and faith in yourself. And the last card that I've got for you is about Solomon's destiny. Okay, so this is interesting card because it says move on. Literally, right there on the bottom, it says move on. So stop procrastinating, get your IA into G and get moving. Okay, because now is the time. Is there something, this card is also about, because Mary Magdalene taught Salome, things like feminine healing tools and stuff like that. Maybe you're required to tap more into your feminine side and open that out. Wonder what you could do, wonder what you could learn. If we think about our initial group reading, what educational things could you learn about the aspects of the feminine that you can now bring in and bring through that will help to strengthen your body and get you out of that procrastination mode, okay? Yeah, awesome. I hope that helps, honey. Hi, Juby.
And that reading was
energy.
And that reading was donated by Okay. The next reading we've got is we have another donated reading. Pay it forward. A bluefish reading. Amanda, would you like to? Did you want a reading, or did you want a reading for someone else, or what do you want? You can have whatever you want. I've already played your thing, so everyone thinks you're like super nice.
Yeah.
So, you can just take the reading for yourself now. No one will know. We won't tell anyone. It's all good.
Oh, dear.
Is she still watching, or is she gone?
I don't know. I didn't see her say goodbye.
Yeah. What happened there?
Yay! Sorry, distracted. I did a on Friday night after our show while we're waiting to see if Amanda pops up. Oh, there it is. Yay! Amanda. Do.
You want to pick someone, Amanda?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Pick someone. Who loves Amanda?
Oh, hi, Catherine. I didn't see you before. Hi, Angelita. Oh, thank you, Angelita.
Thank you. Angelita.
Hi, Renata.
Doing what?
Ooh.
Eating barbecue shapes. It's not busy.
Did you see that message from Renata?
No.
Moro?
No.
She said, "Good evening. Greetings from Australia. I'm new. I'm 73 and had a dream about winning money abundance. Can you please tell me if this is true? I could help a few people. Appreciate it so much." Oh, wow. We've got Carolyn from South Africa. Hi, Carolyn. I was busy. I was busy doing a reading when all of those ones came through.
The crowd's already complaining about the blowfish reading. What about Renata?
Sure.
Renata, who would you like to read for you? Me or not me?
Me or not me?
Or not her?
Except I'm the other way. Oh, hi, okay. Aurora from Texas.
Hey, Aurora, how you going? Welcome.
Stuffy. Love you.
Steffi is not... Yeah.
Ha! It's you.
Me, okay.
She's in the money.
Renata, I'm picking up a lot of burdens, a lot of old burdens, a lot of old stuff. It feels like there's a weight around your neck. Okay, there's a lot of old stuff that you're carrying. I'm getting a lot of baggage. Negative. Because what happens is when we hang on to stuff and we don't let it go, we don't process it, we don't let it go, we carry it around with us, and this affects our thought patterns, our subconscious. In the moment, there's some negativity that you need to speed up, that you need to speak up about. Okay, there's some negativity, there's some negative stuff around you that you need to go, hey, enough. Set some boundaries. Go, look, I don't appreciate that. No, I'm not. And be like, hey, I'm not putting up with that. I'm not going to tolerate that. That's not cool. That's not fair. This is about communication, expressing yourself away. Because there's a whole heap. This is because the longer that all this stuff goes on, it just builds up and builds up and builds up, and it just creates this big weight of garbage that we just seem to trace around. We just seem to track around. We drag it with us everywhere, and this is why you get these people that they're married for like 20 years and then they get to a point where they're just like exploding. Why? Because they haven't, instead of being brutally honest to the start, or brutally honest in their relationship, saying, hey, don't appreciate that, that's so cool, you're still looking cute though. Instead of saying something like that, we don't want to offend them. I don't want them, that might hurt their feelings and all this. And all it does, it puts this weight and all this stuff on, all this baggage on top of the relationship and all this pressure. And then what happens is the relationship gets distorted. So, and this is not just the people in a relationship. This is all people we deal with. Okay, it affects it evenly. But in the past, there's all this stuff. It feels like there's all this stuff from the crap that you're hanging on, and it's just waiting for you to step up and just have a few words with someone. Say, hey, look, yeah, it's time. And this negativity sometimes comes from ourselves. But there's this stuff that you got on because your inner knowing's asking you to let go of it, asking you to move on, to do all this stuff. But you're sort of feeling like, yeah, man, this stuff keeps coming back. Every time it comes back, we've got to push it out. We've got to play that mental game, push it out, and go, okay, yeah, that's sad. Let's not feed it, because what we do is we feed the energy, we feed that emotion, and it just gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And then, oh yeah, I'm not having a good day. Why are we not having a good day? Because we choose to focus on it. We do have those days where it comes in, and we're like, yep. But we can choose to go, okay, let's not feed that thought pattern. Let's not feed that line of thoughts, because we know where that road goes. But sometimes we do. But this is the inner conflict. This is what the internal struggle is saying. It's saying, hey man, you gotta let this to rest. Leave it to rest. Leave it to beaver. And because this needs to be a time where you need to be nurturing yourself. Okay, getting yourself right, working on yourself. But it just seems all this stuff from the past is just getting on top, and it's time now that you start taking care of yourself, your emotions, your mind. Okay, becoming accountability and give you yourself the love and support that you need to help you move forward. Okay, because I'm feeling that we do this all the time. We spend so much hard time on everything, on this and that, and helping others, and we just neglect ourselves. That's why the world is so messed up. Is because if everyone got the basics of themselves right to start with, we would all be having it'd be a beautiful life. It'd be a beautiful world. But at the moment, there's too much thought of the future, too much thought of the past. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Moving forward, but you're spending too much time thinking about those 2 steps back. That's where the focus seems to be. It's like 2 steps back, beating up on herself, or just getting down, and we just got to it's a continual battle of shaking your head and going like, oh, I got to snap myself out of it. Okay, positive. Let's shift the focus. It's a continual game, because at the moment this is consuming your mind, and you're missing out on what's in front of you. This is making you less effective. This is making you far less effective in doing what you need to be doing, because you're elsewhere. You're not present. You're in the past. Okay, so it's time to take control of that mind. How do we take control of the mind? Because this is. I just had some jumpers. Okay, how do you take control of that mind? How do we get out of this stage? See, this is a seeker's card, the seeker's journey. We're like, well, I don't know how to take control of mind. Get on YouTube and find out. What can you hunt down? Is there some practices that I can use? Okay, understand the steps of understand your consciousness, understand the way you think, which means we might have to study. Okay, people seem to want to go, oh, can't I just do a healing session and it all falls away? Yeah, there's some things you can do that with, and it does work, but generally it's all on us. It's all on us to prepare ourselves to learn the tools that we need to fix ourselves. So the moment I've got, look, expand your universe inverted and a process to absorb. This is falling back on you. This is falling back on you, Renata, saying, hey, look, it's there for the change if you want it, but you're going to have to step up, and you're going to have to go, look, yeah, I've got to make some changes. I've got to take accountability. I've got to take accountability for everything. And when I say take accountability for everything, I mean take accountability for everything. And it's not a blame game. It's not a blame game. It's we're the only interface with this universe, so it's all on us. If we want to look up nutrition, if we want to look up different healing, if we want to look at all the possibilities that are in front of us, we want to look at all the options. But we don't. We go, woe is me. We sit back and we wait for someone else to do it. Then we go, we can do that. And doing this, I'm not going to tell you how things are going to turn out, but I tell you, when you start taking accountability and start looking at all your options and start doing everything you can and expand your universe, there's so much stuff. Everything expands, and you're looking at a whole new world that you've never seen before. And you're like, where'd that world come from? And it was right there all the time, but we were just too busy to see it. Okay, and I'll get your last card for you is surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Okay, that was your last card. I hope that has helped. And now I'll check to see. I think we've got a pay it forward reading to do for Angelita, and then one to do for Cindy.
Awesome.
Hope that makes sense. I'm sure it did. Okay. Okay. Yes, I do meditate. I do all that. Thank you. That's your main card. Shed the old skin.
Mm-hmm. May I add something to that just quickly?
Yeah.
So often people allow their star sign to dictate how they present themselves in the world. So be aware that when we say we are a whatever star sign, and we're using that as a reason or an excuse for not moving forward, we're actually using that as a tool for procrastination. And that's actually not going to help you at all. So we can use those definitions to help us or hinder us. And it's your choice which way that goes. Okay. So me as an Aries, I have known some Aries people who are very much like me, and I've known some Aries people that are not very much like me. And, you know, my mother and I are two very, very good examples of this, whereby we are literally, I'm on the 12th and she's on the 13th. That's our birthdays. And yet you couldn't get two more different people. Okay. Because we have different aspects of it. And I use my tools differently to how she does. So be very aware of how you're using your star sign to prevent you from moving forward too. Okay.
And I'm a Virgo, so I'm just kicking goals all the time. That's how we roll.
I just saw that I am Cancer, so I'm just like, yeah, just be aware. Just be aware.
Yeah. So the Cancers sidestep around everything, don't they? Oh, just go around that.
They can
It's
also
okay,
be a bit
obstacle.
snippy. They can be a bit snippy about things. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that's all just strange definitions that we've been told. I just know that being with a Cancerian, but that's only one Cancerian. You know, it's not all Cancerians.
I know. Yeah, it's like Capricorns. They're just, we don't label all Capricorns, do we? Who here's a Capricorn?
What's your star signs, people?
Yeah, come on, what's your star sign?
What's your star signs? Let's get some interactions.
Okay.
So yeah, Renata, here's
Lorene,
the thing. It's not because you're a Cancer, it's because you're energetically aware. That's a whole other deal. Yes, love.
Why don't you type in a star sign in the private chat? Because you've got a reading to do for Angelita. She's done a pay it forward.
All right.
She starts to donate almost quite regularly. I might have to do her a thing.
Let's do that one.
So, people, if you are the world's greatest star sign,
I don't know about the world's greatest.
There's no such thing.
That was the first one that popped into my head, so there we go.
Okay, put in your star sign, and whoever gets the star sign, put in yours to start with.
Yours to start
with. And if we don't get one, then we'll go to just guess them. I laugh out loud. Is that a new star sign?
That'd be funny if Barry got it. I mean, Lynn got it. But no. Laugh out loud is not a star sign. Nope.
The coffee's nearly done.
I know. I was just thinking, might have to see if Matt's still awake. Still got another hour to go.
Okay, no star signs. Okay, people, if you had not had a reading and you would like a donated reading from Lorene, donated by Angelita. I had got lucky, everyone.
I had one. Good luck, everyone.
Judy, you a Saggy, are you? Saggy?
That's what I'm not seeing. There's nobody who's an Aries. Not that that's the one that I chose, but anyway.
No, that's because Aries are fairies. They're not, but it just rhymes. They're so not. Because Aries never forget, do they? It's not they don't hold a grudge. I'm just that door's closed forever.
Do you know what? In my experience, Librans are really bad for holding grudges. Really bad. Maybe Chantel can confirm, deny that one.
I'm sure she's got a book with crosses with names crossed through it. Yeah.
You're off the list.
Crafting with possibilities. On through.
All right. Open slather, everybody. Type in star signs.
If you can get the right star sign that Lorene has put in the private chat, you will get the Angelita reading, courtesy of Angelita, read by Lorene. My experiences with humans are bad holding grudges.
Righty ho, Amanda. You got it. She wanted a reading today, quite clearly.
I'm going to go freshen up my cup.
Yes. That works. Oh no, Matthew's not awake anymore. Oh well. All right, Amanda. Let's have a look, see what the cards have got for you. I've known some pretty amazing Virgos, I have to say. I've known some pretty messed up ones too, but we can say that because he's not here. But let's have a look, see, Amanda. What I know about Virgos is they tend to be very detail orientated, and can be like I said before, it can be a help and also a hindrance. If you're in a job that requires that level of detail, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like I've known both a nurse and also a fitter and turner. So both of those jobs require a great level of precision. But the fitter and turner, when it comes to doing building stuff, like with buildings where variances are great, they get very frustrated very quickly. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting seeing how Virgos work. All right. Okay, cool. So first of all, we've got the Divine Commitment card, which is about committing to you in this case, not necessarily to a relationship, but it's more like as in a two-people relationship. It's more about committing to you and making yourself the divine commitment to honor yourself, to trust yourself, to have the vulnerability, to have the gratitude, the allowances would be really helpful to have. And, you know, just bringing in the gratitude for you and making those things your absolute highest priority. And once you start realizing that there might be aspects in your life, either how you treat yourself, how you by treating yourself, I mean how you think about your body, how you think about how you verbalize around yourself. Like when you make a mistake, because we all make mistakes from time to time, except for the Virgos who never make mistakes, right? See, I love talking smack. He's not even here. It's great. Okay, I better keep it clean now. He's back. So when you speak about your body and you make a mistake, do you say, oh, yeah, stupid idiot, or, things like that? Or do you just go, oh, shit, I made a mistake. Okay, move on. How can I fix that? So be very aware of how you're talking about yourself and make that divine commitment to you to shift, change, and grow around that, and to embrace those elements of you in a far deeper, greater way. The next card we've got is the simple gifts, which is about appreciation. So again, that's bringing through those elements of gratitude and honoring for the small things and the large things in your life. And it's about appreciating what you do in your contribution to your journey and your interaction with the world in a way that will be which will help you along your journey. It will start unblocking things for you. Okay. So the next one we've got is the Rose Gallica, which is to do with sensuality and secrets. So back in the day, around the time that Mary Magdalene was here, the feminine and the sensuality side of being feminine was definitely held secret, because if you were too overtly feminine or too overtly sensual, you were basically killed, you were stoned, it was not something to show out to the world. These days, however, we can be far more open about our sensuality and our femininity and all of that sort of stuff. So bringing that out to be seen more, to balance up that masculine side and the feminine side, seems to be something that is very important for you right now. When you do that, you'll be activating your healing power even further. Your intuition will grow exponentially. Okay. So and I know that has been true for myself, when I balanced up my feminine, brought that up to balance and just ever so slightly nudge it above my masculine, my capacity to heal just went boom, 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 boom. And I started downloading heaps of stuff, and I started being able to see even more finely and with more detail what was going on with people's bodies. And in my card readings and dealing with the tarot and all of that became way easier, way faster. So I would highly recommend that you do that. And also it's time for you to awaken your passion, okay? And just keep reinvigorating that. There's some extra elements that are asking to come through now. So allow that to start massaging forward your whatever it is that you're really passionate about. There's some extra growth that is requiring to happen there now. Okay. Hope that helps, Amanda. Thank you for playing.
So what would your passion be, Amanda? You'd open a
cheesecake shop.
No, a pajama shop. That's it.
A pajama shop.
Don't get dressed up for home. I've got all day Sunday pajamas. I've got sit around the house and ring up for sick work sick on a Wednesday set of pajamas. I've got them all.
Oh dear.
Okay. Now, and that was donated by Angelita. Thank you so much, Angelita. Now we have a reading each to do. Donated by the one and only And all boots worn by Cindy are for sale at cindywearsboots.com.
Cindy has the best boots in the world.
She does. So who loves Cindy and would love a reading from Cindy? Who has not had a reading tonight?
We've got a few newbies out there.
Imagine if you came up with a shop of pajamas that you can wear out during the day. Day pajamas. It's never been done. Pajamas with a phone holder, a remote holder, and a coffee cup mug holder. That's it. Hello, beloved.
Aw, hi, Isa.
So who loves Cindy and wants a reading from Cindy? Tell you what, I'll pick
Saya.
someone.
Saya. Saya.
Oh, are you going to do a Saya?
I can do a Saya.
Okay, a Saya.
A Saya. Do you have? Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not.
Yeah, it's not a real name.
Butchering it.
It's code for needs more cheese.
Needs more cheese.
I say I need more cheese.
Oh, Jesus.
No, Asaya was at the Raw show with me today, and
I gathered.
Yeah, and we got cheese. Big.
Oh my goodness! They're coming out of the woodwork.
Samantha Smith, I don't know.
Oh.
Are you on that, Cindy? Oh, look at that.
Yep. Boom, boom.
Boom.
Done.
Boom. Don't mess with a girl in boots.
Super flash. Don't mess with me.
Okay, who am I going to read for?
I don't know.
Samantha Smith, do you want a reading?
This.
The cause and effect card.
All right. Now, just remind me of what her proper name is, please.
Bianca.
Sorry. Bianca, can you please, have you got anything specific you'd like me to have a look at, or is it just general?
You sound like she's going into a doctor's surgery. Or, like an auto mechanic.
How can we help you today?
See, the suspension is a bit loose. It's making a bit of a banging noise. Can you have a look at that?
Oh, dear.
Look at that, a cheese slice.
That just arrived. All right. I don't know if I missed my opportunity. I asked for my Ugg boots because my feet are cold, and another tea, but I don't know that they're going to arrive.
I am only a vegan when there's no cheese in the fridge.
Oh, really?
I
like cheesecake makes
I don't buy it. But I was a vegan for ages. But I got to the stage where if I was going to have a vegetarian pizza, I'm not having stinking vegan cheese on it. I had to have the real cheese on a pizza.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of vegan cheese. I'm sorry. I tried.
Well, for one, it's not cheese.
Yeah. It has a weird texture to it. You've only got 100 slices to go, apparently.
Well, my brother's already hooking through them. He's probably on the second tier already. I think he was going down the shops to buy like three loaves of bread. 3 loaves of bread and a litre and a half of Tabasco sauce. Cheese and onion Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, it was Bianca, yeah?
Yep.
Thank you.
Asa is their stage name.
I love it. Okay. So, Bianca, back to your heart. Back to your heart chakra. Okay. Now, interestingly, there's a couple of chakra cards in here. So, I wonder if I'm allowed to do some shameless promotion. I'll ask. So, yeah, heart chakra. They're asking you to go back into your heart chakra and get really deep into that and allow it to come forward. Okay, just start doing some clearing out of the heart chakra area and start listening to your harmony. A bit too much up in your head. This is awesome. I don't know you, so this is great. Brooke's
No, I'm just looking what Steffi said. He's just staring. Ban him, Cindy. Block him.
Ban him.
Block
him. All right. There you go. We've got the Earth Angel card. So when this one pops up, it's because it's an acknowledgement of the healing capacities that you have and that you are actually a gift for people moving forward and people in your life. And even though you may sometimes question that, this is a confirmation that this is the case and you have more to do. Okay. And there's some more for you to learn as well. We've got the books card. There's some extra learning, some extra elements of knowledge that are asking to be brought forward, whether you download them from your Akashic records or whether you find them in external sources. Either way, there's some extra stuff that is being asked to be honed, or yeah, there's some interesting education type stuff there. Okay. The next one we've got is the throat chakra. So it's time for your voice to be heard. Okay. More of that for you, please. And the angels are helping you to lovingly speak your truth. So who are you not speaking your truth with? Who are you not speaking your heart truth with? Okay. And that could be in a personal sense. It could be with, like, as in, like, your intimate interactions. It could be at work. It could be family, whatever. There's some aspects there where you're not allowing your heart to be heard. Okay, you're not speaking. The next one we've got is the Goddess card, which is to express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. So again, we've got this lovely stuff about bringing that divine feminine up. This is the time of bringing that divine feminine up. It has been over the many generations and millennia it has been suppressed. Now it is, and has been for a few years now, being encouraged to come up and be seen. Okay, so it's also asking for you to do the same. All right, bring that balance back to that feminine, bring it up, allow it to be seen, allow it to be heard. There's a really awesome book called Pussy a Reclamation, which is a fabulous book for encouraging you to learn what that is and to embrace that side of you, and so that you can become that really powerful, potent goddess that is nicely in balance. Okay, it's a really good stepping stone for bringing that forward. Along with that, you'll learn how to awaken your passions. Okay, so what is that? What is it that's stopping you from discovering your sparkle? Okay, because your sparkle is a little bit suppressed right now. So what points of views, what belief systems, what is stopping you from bringing that out to be seen and heard and felt? Okay, this whole thing is all coming in together. Okay, so allow yourself to start doing some really, like, deep work, stripping back those covers that you've put over yourself, over your heart, stripping back those walls. It's going to get a bit brutal, a little bit rough, but you can do it. Okay. hope that helps. And what on earth is Starthy? Get your own show, you bum. Who's he talking about? Me or you?
I think he's talking to himself. Steffi, did you want... Okay, now you have to pick someone for me to read for.
Ah, okay.
Cindy's. And that was a donated one from Cindy. So if you want to pick someone for me.
Well, let's go Madeline. She's right there.
Okay, Madeline, are you ready? Okay, you're gonna Dropbox me your adverts when you're on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do some verbal promotion right now?
Yeah, if you want, go for it.
All right.
It'll cost you though.
Yeah, I'll grab you a coffee later.
Sure you will. Caramel mud cake. That's all that.
Caramel mud cake. All right, I can do a caramel mud cake donation. All right, so people, I have recorded a chakra clearing guided meditation. Did that on. It's just hot off the press on Friday, and it's only this many dollars. This many Australian dollars, 5 Australian dollars. So I'll just grab the link for that so you can.
Yep. Throw it up there.
Yeah, and I'll chuck it up there so that you can get in touch with that one. Now, be aware that I do have to send it out manually to you. So if you don't get it straight away, that's why.
That's it. Fall down in a heap on the ground and go, what happened?
You can always send me a message and it'll come through. But funnily enough, I do have a life.
Yeah. She says that. Is there anyone that can confirm that?
All right. I'll check that on there. So yeah, I'm having some really awesome feedback from it already. It's a lovely, almost 40 minutes long. It's super cool.
Okay, Madeline. Let's see what's in your neck of the woods. What are you going through? Madeline, can you just... I just need you to center yourself, as long as you're not at work. And I just want you to take a deep breath in, hold it, and then breathe it out through, and relax. Do it again. Big breath in through your nose. Out and relax. Just do it one more time for me. Bit early, Jenny. What's going on? What's going on, Madeline? What are you stressed out about? Have you just had enough of life at the moment? Yeah, you're one of those just one of those turning points where I just had enough. I'm done. What's going on? Because there seems to be a lot of overthinking, a lot of contemplation about the future, about what you're hoping to get out of life. It almost feels like a little bit of self-judgment coming very hard on oneself at the moment. What's going on, Madeline? So, Madeline, at the moment, there's just too much stress. There's too much pressure on oneself. It just feels like there's not enough in action. Well, you need to really work out what you want. So you're trapped in indecision at the moment. Too many options. You're indecision. This is because we're like, well, no, regardless of what's going to happen, it's going to create something's going to come to it. Something's going to come to a head at the moment. Okay, but look, in your main pile of the cards, look, you've got to work out. You really got to work out what you want. Okay, you're confused because there's no way that you can keep everyone happy. There's no way that you, without offending certain people, that you can walk through this and have it play out exactly how you want. You're in the unknown. So it's not actually, this is what you have to work out, that confusion. This is what you have to work out. This is what you have to get to the bottom of. You're not, you're confused. It's more like you're indecision. You're indecision based on the information, no clarity. Why? Because you have attachments to outcomes. You're like, I want to do this, but that's going to affect it. This is a sticky situation, and it's not going to be happy endings for everyone. Okay, but what you need to, I've got the Hunter card here. Track down your fears and desires. You have desires. What do you truly desire? This is what you've got to work out. And if you go, I desire this, I desire that, I desire them both. It's like, well, then ask them, are they both ready for a... They do want to do the group thing. Okay, but you have to really get to the bottom of your issue. You have to come to a choice. You have to track down exactly what you want, and then you have to work out what is stopping you from reaching that. You might want the new person, but you might want your best friend, but oh yeah, I don't want to hurt the other partner because I'm still in love with them. But you can't be in love with both of them, or can you? This seems very bizarre. But you have to work out what's stopping you from what you truly want. You have to come to that choice. I've got adjustments are required. But at the moment, you're sitting on the fence. You're doing no one, you're doing everyone who's involved. What is your instincts telling you? Because deep down inside, you know what you want. But there's that inner conflict. There's that inner conflict because you know things are going to peak. You know things are going to come to a crunch. You know someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to be pissed off. But you've got to truly work out, look, regardless of what's going to happen, you have to go into your heart space and work out what you truly want and why you truly want it. And be brutally honest with yourself at the moment. Be brutally honest. Well, that's out of your hands, isn't it? You're going to make your choices for you. You have to move. You have to move forward. Your instincts are telling you. But you're like, I don't want anyone to get hit. Too late for that. It's called life. This stuff happens. I mean, we can't have a cake and eat it too. But you need to really work out what you truly desire, what you truly want. And then have a look at yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself and go, okay, what's stopping me from reaching that? Well, people are going to get hurt. So that's... Well, you have to make a choice. You just got to come to a choice. Your instincts are telling you. You already know which way you want to go. Okay, what are the headphones? You already know which way you want to go. You already know the answer. But and you know that this might break someone's heart.
Or not.
Or not. You don't know. We don't know how people are going to react. That's up to them. But the longer you keep going that, all you're going to do is stress yourself out, do your head in, and drag people along to stuff that they don't want to be dragged. They might not appreciate being dragged through. But it's crunch time. You're going to make that choice. You're going to be honest and make that choice. There's no way around it. I'm not going to make the choice for you. And when you make your choice, you need to stick to it. But then you'll probably start double guessing. Oh yeah, but how can I say this? How can I? You're going to be brutally honest. Otherwise, you are going to... If you sit on the fence, you're going to start closing your heart off. Your heart chakras just... Ooh. It's going to get heavier and heavier. So you need to work out what you want. Be honest with yourself. Okay? I could pull more cards, but they're all going to say the same thing. Your instincts are telling you. Yeah, a choice to make, and that's inverted. Inverted. Because you're worried about hurting. You're worried about button heads. You're worried about the aftermaths. Worry about the aftermaths when you get to the aftermaths. There's no easy way. There's no quick fix, Madeline. There's no, just do this and it will be fine. But what you need to do, you need to work out what you truly want and do something about it. Okay, your last card is surrender to addictions. Whether you are addicted to substance, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action and to begin the healing, to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with a healthier alternatives. You can sit and think about that choice for the next 3 weeks and make yourself stress even more. The choice is yours. But your inner compass is talking to you. It's already on the ball. You already know the answers. But now you're worried about it. You are in a pickle.
Shall I add to that? Or you're good?
Absolutely, add to it.
Cool. So, Madeline, there's a thing called regret. And funnily enough, I wondered why I watched this today. There's an awesome motivational speaker who is called Dr. John DeMartini. He has a massive body of work, but the best part about his body of work is something called the values factor, where you discover what is your most valuable attributes. I've got a free questionnaire thingy that you can do. It's awesome. But one of the things that came up today, I am on his Facebook page, and I just went to just double check, is he did a video today that was talking about regret. And the thing about regret is that what happens, and I see this is what is happening with you and your first love, all right? So you regret, you're in a space of regret from leaving him or him leaving you, that relationship ending. And now you're in a space of high fantasy. You've got a whole lot of fantasies around that first relationship, which is why you're still thinking that's why you're in such a conflict. So to balance out that, what you would need to do or required to do to balance it out, to bring it back to a place where you're seeing that relationship for what it truly was and or is to look at it as, what would I get out of it if I was still doing that in that relationship? What would be the positives? What would be the negatives? What would be the advantageous parts of it? What wouldn't be? What would be the destruction parts of it? And start listing all of that down, because at the moment, all you can see is, oh, he was the most amazing thing and he did everything and he was just the love of my life and blah-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So nobody, you've got him way up on this high pedestal. Nobody can compete with that. Not your current boyfriend, not the best person in the world, not anybody. Because nobody can match that big, huge, high pedestal that you've put your first love on. Okay, so now it's time to relook at that particular relationship, because the thing is, you're not with him anymore. So you have to take him out of that fantasy spot in your head and bring him back through to where he actually truly belongs, which is a place of neutrality in your life and in your heart. Okay, so I highly recommend that you go over to Dr. John DeMartini, check out that video. It's not very long, and he takes you through the steps of talking about regret and how to balance that all out. Okay, hope that helps.
And that was a sort of. But it was donated by Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. I didn't deliver. You know, there's a delay on it, so I wasn't actually cutting you off. Like, yeah. Just everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's so rude! He just cut that girl off."
I regret you did that to me.
Aries, how dare! I will never forget. No, forget what? Yeah, like your style. Okay. Just looking if we have had any more donated readings. If you would like an extended reading, people, please donate. No more. 1:40, so we got 20 minutes left. Should we go into runouts? Or should we get one more in? There's one more spot for someone to donate for an extended
reading. Yeah, let's see. Let us see.
Who's in?
So what's going on in your garden? What have you got growing now?
I've got spinach. I put some more potatoes in. I had a big bed, and I only had a big, massive garden bed. I put the cardboard down, then pea straw, a little bit of chicken shit, then a layer of dirt, and it was only about that deep, and I had this big area to fill. So Sean's Till just got me some bags of mulch from her work, and then she said, just do pea straw it. So I just got a couple of bales of pea straw and filled it right up. So it's about, that much deeper. Put a little bit of dirt I had left over, chicken poo and mulch on the top. And I'm waiting for some seedlings. I've got some pumpkin seedlings that I'm waiting for, watermelon seedlings to come up that I've planted. But it's that big that I've got it into thirds, and half of one of the thirds, I've just put in a heap of potatoes.
Oh, nice.
I've got some potatoes that are already this high. I'm waiting for them to seed, but then you wait you made up a month, and then you put in some more. Wait another month, you put in some more, and then you get 3 lots. So 3 months turnaround. So you want to be like every month, you want to be putting in some potatoes.
Awesome.
So then you've always got potatoes. But yeah, I've got a ton of spinach, ton of parsley. I've got this section that it's just getting filled full of. I'm waiting on just basil, lemon balm, fennel, dill, everything. And I've actually got some turmeric root and some ginger root, which I'm just reading up on planting that. So I've got fresh ginger and fresh turmeric. Because thanks to Chantel, I've got like killer soil. Yeah, killer soil, man. She's hooked me up. Thanks, sister. Powder the plants.
Hi, Ward. Lovely to see you from Belgium. Or is it, hang on, when it's Belgium, is it the first name is second and the second name is first? When they write it down? I know there's some countries like that.
Only sometimes. Does that help?
Sort of.
It doesn't.
Oh, dear. Ah, guess what? Guess what? What? You're going to be on Tasty Tuesdays with Matt on Tuesday.
Oh, is that this Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Just remind me. I might. Oh, that's good. Good thing that you reminded me, because I might have to be on my phone. I'll take my little laptop with me, because I'll be building. I'll be working somewhere.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, so that's at 7 p.m. Adelaide time. For those of you who don't know, it's over on my channels, over on Crafting Possibilities, and up on my YouTube.
What's the topic?
Twin flames and soulmates.
Oh, dear God. Really?
Yeah.
Where's my love pouch? I've got a love pouch somewhere.
quick.
Okay, no, I love when people get into spirituality and they're like, "Oh, when am I going to meet my twin flame?" And it's like, you've never met a twin flame before, have you?
You really want to meet your twin flame? But I did a little bit more. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. So yeah, I've been doing just a little bit more research and stuff today on, twin flames and soulmates and what they actually mean and what the difference is between them and all that sort of stuff. And then we'll get your guys' perspective on that and how you feel about it. And yeah, really looking forward to seeing how that rock and rolls, because I know that there's some different points of views around that. So it'll be a nice and tasty conversation for sure. Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
And Ward is the first name. Nice to meet you, Ward.
Okay, people, I'll just check if we have had any more donations, because this is on a 2-hour show. No more donations. So beautiful. I guess it's. So if you have not had a reading tonight and you would like a reading, what do you reckon? Should we be cool? Should we hook these people up?
Yeah.
No. Okay, we'll be generous, people. So if you've not had a reading tonight and you would like a quick run-out reading, put a 1 in the comment section just once, and you'll get a run-out reading. So here, I'll play the cards from the Royal Adelaide show today, just a little bit. That's how we roll in Adelaide. That's what we do on the weekends. Right, in the ute. I actually have a ute. silver. Looks like that last one, but silver.
All right, I got Jenny. Who else wants quick reading? For those of you, those YouTube ones, the free list.
Hey, golden hair. Golden hair, put a 1 in the run out readings. If you want a reading and you have not had one, put a 1 in the comment section and we'll get you a run out reading.
All right, Jenny. I gotcha. All right, so we've got back, we're into the moon cycles, which funnily enough is obviously, we've got a full moon right now, but this is also about how your natural hormonal cycles are influenced also by the moon. So it's time to get really in tune, if you're not already, with that and using that to your greatest advantage, okay? And also we've got the life review card. So that particular card is about, once again, taking stock and ditching all the shit that's not required. So today will be the last day that you'll be able to use that full moon energy. So if you haven't done a full moon release, time is now. Do it tonight. Okay, get up there and write out those points of views, those belief systems, those blocks that you're wishing to get rid of, to release to the universe, and do that tonight. Okay.
You said yesterday was the full moon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. But you can usually use it like a couple of days, like a day either side of the full moon as well. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Or just have super strong intent and do it whenever.
Mm-hmm. Full moons and new moons are very potent.
Okay. Next. I'll get it, Cindy.
Okay.
Golden hair. Golden hair. Gold hairs. Gold hairs, look. There's things that you want. There's things that you desire. Life isn't 100% playing out how you expected it. This is sort of, it feels like it's creating like a routine or a pattern. It feels like you're just not getting the depth of life that you want at the moment. You're not getting the depth there. The reason is that you're made for motion. We're made to get out. We're made to dance. We're made to movement. We're not made to sit at home. We're not made to sit on our devices. We're there to do stuff. We've got to get out, and it's about expanding your horizon. I got inaction in movement at the moment on your behalf. I've got this inverted, made for motion, made to go out, made to have fun, made to go and hang out with friends, made to go and have new experiences. And it just feels like there's a routine that you've caught yourself up, and you want things to change. Next, I've got Hill of Vibe. This is about putting, the scorpions, they don't just go and attack everything. They feel the vibe, actually. So if you're nervous and you put your hand in a scorpion cage, or you're angry, they'll be like, man, I'm going to sting you. If you're chillaxed and you're relaxed and you're chilled and the scorpion's not having a bad day, it'll be like, oh man, how you going? What's up? What's this? Hey dude. You know what I mean? So this is all about you getting out and you just reconnecting. Getting out and reconnecting. And getting out there and making effort, whether it be new friends, old friends, anywhere. It feels like you need to make some effort. You need to go out and you need to start just expanding your horizons and getting those skills out of just mingling. And this is going to bring new opportunity and all sorts of stuff back to you, into your life, and bring some richness. But you're not meant to sit there thinking about it. Okay? You need to get back and get it happening. Reinvent. Try some new stuff. Okay? And then you'll find that there's a lot of issues or there's a lot of stuff that's happening in your life that you're not happy with. And a lot of that's just going to fall away. It'll fall away. And new problems will come up and you can deal with those too. That's how it goes. It's a continual thing. But that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here for. Here for a bit of fun. I hope that's helped you.
All right. I've got the next one, which is, yep. So that's Alicia. So she put her name in earlier. So thank you, Alicia. So we've got sensitivity for you, hun. And that's where you're really sensitive to the energies and stuff that are happening around you, and that you're extra sensitive. It's kind of like your sensitivity has just been heightened so much right now, and that's okay. And also to honor yourself and your feelings. So even though you're feeling all this stuff, don't take it all on as being your own, okay? Become very aware of where you're allowing other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions to impact on you. And there's a couple of tools that I use on a regular basis. One of them is where you just go, oh, truth, is that mine? What? Did you just get another slice of cheese? Oh no, coffee!
Store-bought latte, almond milk.
Good work.
Is that hazelnut?
So yeah, just you can do a tool called returning to centers with consciousness attached. So when you become aware of stuff that is coming into your world, really weird thoughts and stuff that's coming into your space, and it's like, oh, that doesn't feel like mine. It'll feel quite heavy. It'll make you feel kind of like, none of that's yours, hun. Return it all to centers with consciousness attached, and you'll feel yourself become lighter and lighter, and you'll remember who you are. Okay. The next thing is that we've got for you is you have a brilliant idea. So is there something that you've been pondering of, maybe a choice that you're thinking about making? Whatever it is, just saying, yep, it's a brilliant idea. Go for it. Do it. Freaking whatever that is, boom, 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 let's go. Because the third card that we've got for you is the courage card. So have a bit of courage. Get to play with this idea. And don't let anybody else's thoughts come into your world that are not supportive. If you've got supportive people around you, fantastic. Keep them around you nice and close. But those people who are judging you or making you feel like doubt, self-doubt, or encouraging self-doubt in you, say thanks for that. Thank you for your love. Goodbye. You can go sit over here. I'm going to follow my path. Okay. So there we go. Hope that helps. I love doing long readings. It seems funny when you're only doing like a 2 or 3 cards, isn't it?
Imogen. You're just lucky. We're just about to finish and we're doing run out, so I'll give you a run out. Angelin. Okay, look, too much worried about what everyone else is doing. Too much looking around at what other people are doing and how that. And at the end of the day, it seems too much reliant on other people around you. At the moment, at the end of the day, it's our path, and it's our path to walk alone. That's what our life is. It's about us getting us right. Okay, and there's some little habits, there's some little things that you do that you're like, okay, no, that's just me. That's just the way I am. Okay, but they're having like a ripple in a pond. It's having a massive effect. There's some little things that you're doing at the moment that you don't think that they're much of a big deal, but they're having a big effect on your whole life. They're having a ripple effect across the whole thing. So it's time to have just a look at a couple of little things. Ask your intuition. Your intuition will point it straight out to you. And then yeah. Okay? But there's some little things that you need to get an eye on that you think they're not a big deal, but that you've got to hold on, but it's a big deal. it's going to have massive effect across your whole life. But no one else can fix it for you. You have to fix it for yourself. Okay? I hope that's helped.
Oh, Judy, you just came in for a hello. Apparently she didn't want a reading today. She was just happy to observe our shenanigans.
Whoa. Yeah, come on, man. It's only one card. What's the worst thing that can happen, Judy? Come on.
Oh,
Okay, there's someone here that's watching the show that has not commented. Is just idly watching the show. What do you call it? Lurking.
Lurking.
Lurking. Someone's lurking. Someone's lurking.
Yay! Judy! She wants a card.
Okay, but first, this is just for the lurker. The lurker, surrender to... This is for the person that's lurking that won't comment. You know who you are. I'm looking at you right now. Yeah, you. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's message about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. Okay, that's for the lurker. Hope that helps. Whoever you are.
Whoever you are, we got you. All right, Judy. You got the clear cognizance card. Apparently that was for Anne. Good spotting, Brooke. So we got to pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are your answered prayers. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, just before you really, really wake up, write down the things that are coming through to you. Okay, because there'll be stuff that will be coming through to you in your sleep time that is asking, that are the answers to your prayers. Okay, and we can use this in a really pragmatic way, in that before we go to sleep, we can even write down, you know, a problem, or, you know, I'd like the answer to whatever. I'd like some great ideas for my business, or whatever is coming up. Okay. So they're asking for you to be more aware of the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you right now, because they are answers to the problems that you've got going on, or prayers or inspirations or whatever. Okay. The next one is prioritize. So prioritize your highest, focus on your highest priorities and get yourself organized and motivated. And if you're focusing on those highest priorities or those highest values, like what Dr. John Demartini talks about, you will find yourself really easily motivated. Because when it's something that is to do with your highest values, nobody has to tell you to get up and do it. You know, there are people that I know who absolutely love to bake. They've always got baking in their cupboards and in their fridge. I love going to their houses. They've always got a cup of tea and a cake for me. And those people don't need to be told, you know, you should go do some more baking, because they just go and do it. Brooke doesn't need to be told to get out and do his gardening, because that's one of his highest priorities at the moment, is gardening. Right? So what are your highest priorities? And it's time to start focusing on those. And the last card that I've got is comfort. All right. It's really time to nurture as well. A little bit of comfort, a little bit of nurturing. Be gentle with yourself too. Okay. Just soften a little bit. Thank you, Judy.
And the dishes aren't on my priority list, but they get done every day, every morning.
The what?
Well, you know, we've got other things apart from the gardening, but the dishes, they're things that we got to still do. Did I just mess up the whole thing?
Yeah, that's something I need reminding to do. I don't. Dishes are not on my priority list.
That wasn't me messing up. It's me just tuning in, going.
relate that to your highest priority. So, for example, if, say, spirituality is one of your highest priorities, what you can do is relate those tasks that you would have to be reminded about to those things that are on your highest priority or highest values.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on. I better check that no one has snuck in a paid reading.
I didn't hear anything.
No. Just remember, people, if you missed out, I will be on tomorrow night at in about an hour's time, in about 25 hours time. I will be on with Steffi on More Than a Reading show. And on Tuesday, what's happening on Tuesday?
Tasty Tuesdays. You got 2 guys and a girl talking about twin flames and soulmates, and that's at 7 p.m. Adelaide time. I'll have Brooke and Matt with me talking about all sorts of lovely things to do with twin flames and soulmates.
Yep. And then I'm on Thursday with my solo reading show, and then back on Sunday. And
then I'm on Friday with my solo reading show at 8 p.m.
So if you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, just hit subscribe, set up for notifications, get the bell so like it will come on, then you can jump on and get a reading. Yeah. Or you can actually, if you really want an in-depth reading, you can book us both for private sessions.
Oh, yeah. Those things.
Yes, private sessions, which are more in-depth. You can go deeper. We can go into it. It's private. I record my sessions and then give you a link to download your sessions so you can listen to it afterwards, because it can be a lot of information to take on. And also we both do guidance, coaching, anything like that, healing, whatever you want. Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome. And my one-to-one sessions, my online sessions, all around the world, we have a lovely Calendarly system there, so you can pick the time that works for you and for me, and there's no backwards and forwards. It's a really great system. And like Brooke, it's recorded. You get the recording, you get a follow-up email, you get all that sort of stuff. And my readings also include some healings, and I use a bunch of different tools for that too. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of the automated system this day and age. Is it doesn't matter where you're on the world, it'll come up with your time at your end.
Yeah.
And it just makes it so much easier.
Million times easier. I'm so glad that I invested in that. I think I made back the year's worth of subscriptions in the first month. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well,
so much time.
Mine's built in with my website provider, so I got lucky. But hey, that's how I roll. Always get lucky. I'm not like that. I wish. Okay, thanks for coming. So thanks, people, and just remember, if you've forgotten something, it's always good to remember. No, that's all I got. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I don't know where I was going with that. Nowhere. Okay. So thank you, people. It's good night from me.
Good night from me. Thank you. Be sparkly out there, people.
Be sparkly. That's it. Okay, bye.